Christian is probably going to be up to the kitchen line quite a bit in this match. I rolled up here at about 7:20 this morning, and Brooke Buckner was already out working with her coach, Mike Wolf, working on spreading the court, moving the ball around, really trying to get dialed, especially on the two-handed backhand side as the nice dipping forehand from Kaitlyn Christian, who decides to stay back on point one after the return.
0-0. Point.
Buckner on the run with the forehand, just misses. And of course, this is a semifinal, so a berth in Championship Sunday on the line in a cup, 1,500 points.
Side out.
Always nice for Buckner to get the backhand cooking, as I mentioned.
0-1. Point.
Pushed wide for Kaitlyn. Any thoughts on return locations for either of these ladies?
1-1.
I'd probably go middle to start, you know, see if they're opting for a forehand or backhand where they're more comfortable with early.
Two-one. Point.
I think middle is a very underrated return, especially if you're approaching the kitchen on the return.
You want to take away the angles for your opponent. Yeah, especially with some of the paddle technology, the ability to get spin and create angles that wasn't always a part of the game. Playing to the middle, I agree, Max, is underrated.
4-1. Point.
Kaitlyn Christian definitely looking to find some rhythm
5-1.
early.
Point.
Little frustration from Christian to miss that ball, but that serve was struck well. Just a couple inches inside the baseline with plenty of pace.
Really good serve.
Point.
Brooke Buckner painting lines early. It's always interesting with Brooke because when she finds that contact point, you can be on your heels quickly. So to have that contact point dialed in early and right from the jump is a reason why we're seeing the score line that we do.
Side out. 1-7. Point.
So now a couple sailing for Brooke Buckner, which is part of the deal when you play a big game.
Side out.
Buckner with the backhand roll and comes flying forward. Kaitlyn Christian just a hair late on the reaction volley.
7-2. Point. 8-2. Side out.
Yeah, that's what Kaitlyn Christian does so well. The touch and feel up at the kitchen, the drop volleys. See some slices deep in the court and short in the court. That's a lot of responsibility for Brooke Buckner to cover all of that.
2-8. Point.
I've heard changing the pace is a pretty common strategy against Brooke, trying to
3-8.
mix up the spots and spins and give that forehand a bit of a tough time.
Side out.
Yeah, you're right though, Max. You have to pick your spot when to open up the court and go to the Buckner forehand. And if you make the wrong decision, you usually pay for it.
And if she's hitting backhand cross-court drippers like that, that's going to be a long day for anyone playing her.
4-8.
Jeez.
Side out.
Wow, pretty decent little stat there in the bottom right corner. 97-6 when able to capture game one.
8-4. Point.
Kaitlyn Christian there in plenty of time and just overcooks that backhand roll cross court.
9-4. Point.
Yeah, situation getting pretty dire now for Kaitlyn Christian. Brooke Buckner earns herself a game point.
10-4. Side out.
And ball back over. Still some life in game one for Kaitlyn Christian.
Four 10. Point.
And nasty inside-in approach shot from Kaitlyn Christian, forcing Brooke Buckner to go with the forehand slice. Not ideal for Brooke, but sometimes it's your only option.
I think the last few approaches to the backhand really set that one up. Again, there to the backhand. Again with a good drop.
Point.
Yeah, exactly right. So if Brooke can continue, I mean, basically when she gets a forehand, it's a full send situation, but she's mixing backhand drives and backhand rolls.
6-10.
I like that strategically for her.
Point.
Well-constructed point from Kaitlyn Christian, and peppering the backhand side until she feels very comfortable that she can end the point and then goes to the forehand.
Point.
Yeah, you know, you could be up
Time in.
10-4 in this game, and I think Brooke has only had one chance to close it out. Can happen quick.
Point. After review, the result of the rally stands. Ball was out. Technical warning, no free challenge, no free challenge remaining. One free challenge remains. We play at 9-10.
See with what return location Brooke Buckner comes up with
Time
here.
in. 9-10. Point.
I mean, absolutely disgusting. Not a poorly struck pass from Brooke Buckner at all. And Kaitlyn Christian comes up with the goods.
10-10. Side out. Ten. Point.
Nice deep serve there.
Yeah, ball just took off on Kaitlyn Christian. She had the knee bend. She was down low. The setup to hit the return was where it needed to be.
Point game 12-10, change ends.
Might look to take that one cross court and try to approach in off the backhand, kind of the mirrored approach.
Point.
Just missed on the backhand return from Brooke Buckner. No challenge coming.
1-0. Point.
Really nice adjustment from Christian. That backhand roll of Brooke Buckner has been pretty solid throughout this one.
Very impressive.
2-0. Side out.
That's tough to change directions to that short court, similar to what you were talking about
0-2.
on the return this time with just a ground stroke, especially with the pace that Buckner possesses.
Side out.
And some of these shots that Kaitlyn Christian can come up with while sliding is very impressive.
Yeah, it's one thing to get there. It's another thing to
2-0.
have that touch on the full run. Something I'm still working on in singles.
Point.
Nice handle there from Kaitlyn Christian. I actually like the sneak in aggression to come forward from Brooke Buckner, but Kaitlyn Christian had the
3-0.
proper response.
Good point all around.
Point.
Nice change of pace with some extra top
Timeout,
spin.
receiver 4-0.
Even if you can string a couple points together, give yourself some confidence, some sort of momentum, even for the second game, I think is important.
For sure.
Five zero. Side out.
Well-constructed point from Buckner. Love that little pitter-patter of footwork to get herself set for that approach shot. An easy put away inside out with the forehand.
0-5. Point. One five. Point.
Pretty dang good guess from Kaitlyn Christian on that first overhead, but Buckner sticks with it and creeping back in this thing. 2 points on the board for her.
2-5. Side out.
Nice sneak in from Kaitlyn Christian. Knew she hit a quality ground stroke, and you see by Buckner going to the backhand slice, she was out of position, not able to hit it how she wanted to. Good read from Kaitlyn.
Yeah, that was really good play. The second the paddle face opens up, best thing Brooke could really do is hit a little drop and make it bounce, but still worth it to come in for sure.
6-2.
And that is about as knifey as you can possibly hit a slice approach from Kaitlyn Christian. Stays so low, so tough for Buckner to get underneath that ball, lift it over the net with spin.
7-2. Point.
I've been thinking about slice approaches more and more in men's singles. I think it's probably just as effective in women's.
8-2. Side out.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people, or back in my day, there was a lot of slice going on, and that kind of stopped, but you have to feel like there's times to use it. You can't just completely shut down the slice. So I know that the backspin gives more options for topspin for your opponents to respond, but there's certainly times to use it.
For sure. I mean, if you can keep it low and deep,
Side out.
it's still a great play. I think a lot of these players are just so good at striking the ball. They can get into a rhythm so easily. If you just give a little change up, that might be your best bet.
8-2. Point.
Kaitlyn Christian is finding her form, to say the least, here in game 2. Ground strokes, approach shots, everything is cooking. Put away volleys on point.
Point. Ten two. Side out.
Nice backhand up the line from Buckner. Kaitlyn Christian, one of the few times she's late on a swing here in game 2.
2-10.
See if we can see a repeat of game 1 here with a little comeback.
That's a heck of a way to start for Brooke Buckner. Pretty dang good cushion here, though, from Kaitlyn Christian. Also, Kaitlyn riding high on confidence. Really nice play over in Asia, in Malaysia, and Vietnam. So carrying that over back to the States.
Left, I'll recall. 3-10. Side out.
So we've been seeing the backhand roll from Brooke Buckner throughout this match, and now Kaitlyn Christian gives her a taste of her own medicine there. Perfectly placed down at the feet of Buckner to earn another game point.
10-3. Point, game 11-3, change ends. Point.
Just missed on the pass, but great start to game 3. Paints the line with the serve, comes forward with aggression, and wins the point for Buckner.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think that it all starts with the serve for Brooke. She was starting the points with the advantage early on in the first. That is a crazy ball.
Oh, baby. That is delicate cross-court dropper. Ball completely checks up and starts moving back towards Brooke Buckner. It had so much spin. Yeah, and I tend to agree with you, Max. When the serve is big for Buckner and she's able to step in to her third shot, either wing really, backhand or forehand, but especially the forehand, that is when she's putting maximum pressure on her opponents.
3-0.
Yeah, when you're stretched out wide and Kaitlyn Christian is approaching the net, you're in big trouble because of her athleticism and wingspan and ability to cover those shots. You need to strike it so well to get it past her. Oh, back and forth. These ladies go. Great stabs from Kaitlyn and some nice passing shots from Brooke Buckner. Neither one was able to get a fully clean look at several of those shots. It made for a very entertaining point.
3-0.
Kaitlyn Christian somehow out in front of that last backhand, pulls it wide.
Trying to get it over to the Buckner backhand, just a little too much. That's a great ball.
Yeah, did we say something about deep serve, step into the third shot and crush it? Yeah, can't do it better than that for Brooke Buckner, who needs to hit a volley when you can approach the net with that kind of pace.
Point, timeout, change in, 6-0. Side out.
Nice stab from Kaitlyn Christian. Don't
Good
think she...
drop volley there by Brooke, too.
Yeah.
It's one thing I think I might have wanted to see more of by Kaitlyn when she's at net, rather than hitting those volleys back deep, maybe mixing an angle or two.
Point.
Here we go. Yeah, you're right. I think Kaitlyn Christian is actually known for that, to have some of the best drop volleys in the women's game.
Brooke is just so tough on that baseline with both sides, so maybe bringing her forward could be a play going forward here.
Side out.
What an adjustment from Brooke Buckner off of the tape clipper cross court. Man, both of these ladies want it so bad. You can just feel the energy.
6-1. Side out.
I will say these progressive formats are nice for us singles players. Nice to be in a semifinal playing your first match of the day. I remember my first semifinal in singles. I had about maybe 2% left in the gas tank going on the court.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, you play 3 or 4 singles matches, especially if a couple go 3. Yeah, you're going to be feeling it. I don't care how good a shape you're in. Short ground stroke battle. There's that dropper you were looking for, Max, from Kaitlyn Christian. Well executed. Didn't win the point, but set herself up to do so. And there's been a lot of points scored recently over on the side of Kaitlyn Christian. Not much breeze.
5-6.
High 60s, pretty optimal conditions. I wonder what's going on with that side situation.
It's funny, I actually noticed the same thing yesterday in doubles. I was on this court commentating, and it was a very similar trend on that side of the court.
Side out.
I also have no explanation. There wasn't much sun or wind.
Take 5. Point.
Absolutely disgusting combination there from Brooke Buckner. Rolls it on the backhand, finds the forehand. Christian did a nice job to handle that initial roll and put the ball in a decent spot.
7-5. Side out.
And Kaitlyn Christian finding that up the line backhand. Really smooth. Great timing on that shot.
5-7. Side out.
Bit of a mishit from Christian. And when things get tight, or the default right now for Brooke Buckner is to come forward, actually approaching the net as much or more than Kaitlyn Christian, which is a bit surprising. And back-to-back mishits from Kaitlyn Christian. A little smile on her face. She can't believe in this big moment that she wasn't able to find clean contact. And we're going to have another stoppage of play here as just wide for Brooke Buckner. Ball back over to Kaitlyn Christian, and an obvious big, huge moment. Just one, maybe two would be fantastic for her.
Get some scoreboard pressure on there.
What a point there. Huge from Brooke Buckner to find the extra spin and dip on that last cross-court forehand.
I was impressed with both those backhands cross-court too to set it up.
Point. Nice 5.
Crazy stuff from Brooke Buckner in a huge moment to earn a match point at 10-5. She was so behind in that point a couple different times. And was
Timeout, receiver, 10-5.
absolutely filthy from Kaitlyn Christian.
Ice cold.
I mean,
under pressure.
ice dang cold
How do you
from
do
her.
that? I don't even know.
Side out.
Perfect location from Buckner. Kaitlyn Christian was breaking back to the heart of the court after being stretched out wide to the forehand. Really smart play from Brooke to go back behind her.
Ten five. First game match, 11-5.
Well, heck of a match to start off our coverage. The fellas are going to have some big shoes to fill.